Oh, I hope this works out. It's been like a day, and this was my most liked photo ever put on Instagram. So I thought that maybe I should review these dolls because people apparently seem to really like them. I got them for $1 each. They are the deluxe versions of the Funville Sparkle Girlz, and apparently this is just an international release. America just gets more economy ones. Had I known this, I would have reviewed these much sooner. I believe it is true that these are obviously on clearance and that Funville Sparkle Girlz has come to an end. And I'm sorry about that for all of you Sparkle fans out there. I don't know. I'm skeptical about their quality. The dolls might be good. Some of the accessories look good. I'm gonna open them up and we're gonna see if I should be skeptical. I almost just opened them without showing you what the boxes look like. So here's the soccer girl. They call her Sport, and we've got it in English and in French. And this one is Pajama Party. Cute teddy bear. I'm not so sure about these clothing choices. And this one is the Ice Skater. I've heard lots of people talk about the fashions of these, and they really like to put them on Barbie and stuff. And this is Rainy Day. I think probably my favorite set because of the raincoat and the umbrella. But we'll see. Here's the inner packaging. And something that I noticed is interesting is it says Walmart CA on these little pieces of cardboard. So exclusive to Walmart Canada, I guess. Who knew? Sometimes being Canadian pays off. Not really sure that this is the best example. The background is the same on all of these. It's got some kind of flower thing going on. But the cutouts are individual to the theme of what's inside. It's making me want to be extra careful because it's so special and unique. Okay, let's see who we start with. I guess the Pajama Girl matches my scissors. Wait, does she call it Pajama Girl? Pajama Party. Now they're heavier than I thought they would be. Jason J Squared mentioned on my Instagram that some of them come with clicky knees. And in fact, they do have rubbery clicky knees. So there's some good articulation here. And the pieces of clothing are separates. Also really cool. The hair is soft. The heads are big. I don't really like the faces, but they're not ugly. The hair is thick and it's soft, but in the middle of the scalp, it's very loosely rooted. I don't know why it's so much, but there are big gaps in between where it is rooted. I guess it's just really long and soft and thick. The knees seem a little low, too. We'll have to take off her clothes, but I'll just give you an overview of each one. I think the brush came with her. I guess that makes the most sense. It's a little strangely shaped. It's got some butterfly and flowers on it. And I think they repurposed her shoes from ballerinas because they are little ballerina flats. And they don't look like the slip-on slippers that came on the cover. But I'm pretty sure that these things fit on Barbie. The shoes are really nice. They might be the best made accessory. Yeah, so you have to fasten them on like that. And they're transparent. They're nice and they feel really good. And they're sparkly and pink. Like Disney Descendants, they came with their shoes off, showcased in the packaging. Well, the shoes are hard for me to put on with my man hands, but I got them on. The print on this shirt is actually, it's not something I would wear on a t-shirt, but it's really well done. It's like a really nice transfer. And the clothes do connect with Velcro. The pants are elastic waistbanded. Oh, it's okay, she's wearing flesh-colored panties. There's some kind of marking on the front of them. Guess it's some little hearts. And then she's got some little hearts on her butt, too. Yeah, elastic waist. The pants are a bit stretchy. The legs and the arms are made of a more rubbery material. The torso is a harder shell of a plastic. And the head is softer. And they are heavy and substantial. They're not thin or hollow, really nicely weighted dolls. I'm very surprised. What else did... Oh, I wanted to show you what her hands look like. And she also came with this pillow. Not that well constructed, but definitely a cute accessory. Now we have the ice skater, and she's got an updo. And her updo is very realistic, not gelled or anything, just actually tied. What an interesting technique to actually do the hair without hairspraying it. I guess they braided it and twisted it. Not the neatest looking hairdo, but the effect is good from the front. And her shawl, they put a little pearl bow on it. 2 different kinds of fluffy faux fur. And her little ice skating dress has clear straps. And there's a sparkly top and a sparkly bottom. She's got one of those ribbons to stop it from riding up. And it's a couple layers down here. It's actually a nice satin. So very sparkly. There's that extra piece of that on my shawl. I think that's a mistake. I'm gonna cut that off. Yeah, that looks even better now that it's not stapled down. They had it stapled closed. And then she comes with this bag, which they've stuffed with tissue paper. The strap is really nice, and there's a star on it. It looks just like a skate carrying bag, triangle shaped, so she can keep her skates in there. I don't know what she's gonna wear on her feet though. And these are the skates. I don't think there's a left and a right. There's a close-up of her foot. Not a realistic foot per se. I think they kept her proportions very close to Barbie so you could mix and match the fashions. And that's her with her skates on. So that's the ice skater. Rainy day girl. I had some problems when I took off her hat. I pulled her hair out a bit. It was also pulled out a bit. So I'm going to undo this ponytail that they gave her. And then I'm going to borrow the sleeping girl's comb and just fix her up a little bit before we continue. I tried to be careful and tried to use pliers to take out the staples in her head that had the hat on, but I actually ended up pulling out some of her hair. They have one little small ponytail pulling back the front of her hair to give her a part. Okay, I'm not really good with the hair, so I accidentally pulled out her part maker. Put her hat back on. Now this hat is going to fit really loose on other dolls because their heads are bigger. They're not as big as the first Ever After Highs. I think the best thing about these is that all of their clothing are separate pieces, which is not something we see very often anymore. I say that now, but now I find out that underneath. Anyway, her coat comes off. Nice, there's this separate strap. It's stitched on. It's got white lining. It actually feels like a real raincoat. And this is her outfit underneath. Now this is a dress, but I guess that's not supposed to be a top and skirt anyway. Maybe it is, but it is one piece. And again, it just velcros. The raincoat is pretty awesome. Might be the best part. These clothes might be good for the new Wonder Woman dolls that Mattel made. Not the ones from Barbie, but the ones that they made individually. I think this is a fashion no, but I think it can also look really cool and sexy when your coat goes down further than your dress. And she has these pink rubber boots, which aren't the nicest shaped ones, but I think once they're on her feet, and they match her top really well. And then she also has this matching umbrella. That's not functional, but it's really cool that it's totally translucent and sparkly. I guess it's not sparkly, but it definitely catches the light. And now for the soccer girl. I looked at a lot of them. The ribbons that go down her shirt, a lot were messed up. I managed to find one that was good. She's got pigtails. All of their hair is really long. She has socks on. That's kind of awesome. Let's see if her sneakers go on well, even though she has socks on. They're high heel sneakers. They look small for her feet. Maybe if they were a different color that the socks would pop more. S for Sparkle Girlz. So yeah, she's got a soccer ball on her shirt. It's not in the exact middle. They're separates. Her shorts are actually really nice. I like how they're made. Now her soccer ball is really heavy. Very heavy. Surprisingly heavy. And she can keep it in her sports bag, which is also very, very nice. It's made of thick material. See if the soccer ball fits in there. Every time I pick this up, I'm shocked at how heavy it is. It fits in there. Yeah. That's her. So two blondes. I wonder if she's the same girl, a redhead and a brunette. She looks the same. She's got blue eyes. The redhead's got green eyes and brown eyes for the brown-haired girl. Okay, she's the one I'm going to undress. We want to see her separates anyway. Her shirt, you can see the construction it's made. Let's read the tag. It says Funville, made in China. And this is what her shorts look like underneath. I should have chosen the one with her hair up to make it easier on me. The shorts are really believable because of the material that they're made of. They're thicker and they're quite nice, and they actually remind me of vintage gym shorts. Oh, this sock I found pulled down, and that looks so much better. Maybe trim off some of the extra fabric inside. And they actually feel like a jersey. See how they're kind of soft and fuzzy? They feel socky. Look at the articulation on her. Lots of movement in the hips. It's on a ball joint. You can take that off if you want. I was wondering about that with my Monster Highs. I wanted to replace some of the legs. I was afraid to pull the leg off like this, but maybe this has given me hope. That one's not coming off so well. But there's lots of movement here, and it creaks, but it's just the soft plastic rubbing on the hard plastic. Now she does have clicky joints in her legs, so there's some bending like old school Barbies. Like I said, the feet are more stylistic. It's kind of a cool deco-y feel. The knees, they seem like they should be higher. She's got really long thighs, and that doesn't happen with the elbows. The arms are really rubbery. They also have a ball-jointed shoulder, so there's lots of movement that way. And there is two faces. There's a closed mouth and an opened mouth. They gave her one of each. And the redhead has pierced lips. She doesn't look as friendly. See, she looks the friendliest. Let me know what you think of these. Let me know if you want me to do a video where I use these clothes or other clothes. I could buy the sets from the store too. Those are all on sale. I might have missed them. They were on sale a while ago. I probably wouldn't buy these again. Some of the accessories are really cool and could be really fun for taking pictures or playing, but I don't really like the faces. I like how sturdy the bodies are. The feet are a little small like Barbie. The hair rooting I'm unsure about because the hair is still thick, yet something seems to be missing. I didn't start out being a doll collector. The dolls that I like are ones that are weird, like aliens or monsters, or have really weird colored hair, or they look like they're antiques. These are just really super girly dolls. There's definitely something to say about that. I bet these would make a lot of little girls happy. And I think they're really durable. And the raincoat is everything. So I would love to hear your opinion and what you think of these. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. It's so hot. I have to turn the fan off to make these videos, you know. I just noticed that every one of them is wearing pink. Oh, my foot's going to sleep. Look at the detail on the back of these boots. Those straps look really good, even though the bottoms look funny.